Well, if it isn't the one and only Rust Bucket, Miles Axlerod, what in God's name are you doing here? And how in the world did you even survive? Survive what? I never had to survive anything. I faked my death so I can go undercover. Wait a minute, they performed an autopsy. Yes, I hate to tell you, but that was all fake. Aren't you forgetting my cousin does all autopsies for a living? He was the one who, in quotation marks, performed the autopsy. That's what he does for a living. So you falsified an autopsy report? Yes, indeed. Very clever, you have to admit. Now then, I should explain the reason why we're all here today. Because you want to kill me? I'm not stupid, you know. You're absolutely right, McQueen. But let's not get ahead of ourselves. I think I should explain the reason why. Because you're a corrupted, despicable person. We all know what you try to do with your business. That's because those stupid brand new cars make fun of those old cars. They think we're out of date and a disgrace to the planet. And you know what? Whenever I had my goal, wanted to go around the world, I did that all the way back in 2011 to prove everyone that old cars can be way better too. And so I was lost for 30 days without fuel. And that way I decided to turn myself into a gas guzzler into an electric car. When I sold my old company, I went to London and converted myself into an electric car. That way I can get revenge on everyone. And they can see I was an innocent car by disguise. Whenever I made my fuel, I wanted to teach those rust buckets a lesson they will never ever forget. It was very clever, you have to admit. That's not true. You didn't even turn into an electric car. Remember back in 2011, you placed the bomb on Mater, and it turned out you were working for the Lemons the whole time, and they exposed you with that old engine. And besides, Mater knows that it was you the whole time, and if you were the one who was leaking oil, and you blamed it all on Mater. And everyone can tell you were getting quite suspicious and scared whenever you said electric cars don't use alternative fuel. And you were the one who hurt all the racers with your fuel when they had that electromagnetic pulse, causing them to blow their engines and crashing into one another. In fact, you even did that to me back in 2011. However, it turned out something was wrong with the camera, and it turned out that Fillmore was using his fuel. I was using his fuel the whole time. And you were willing to commit murder when you tried to kill me in the final race of the Allinol race. And when the Lemons tried to have managed to successfully discredit Allinol. Wait a minute, so you lied about being converted into an electric car? Yep, that's right. I faked this so no one would ever suspect me. And whenever people were getting suspicious about my fuel, the fans, they've been asking me is my fuel safe, and I said yes. And some of the crew chiefs, the teams have been switching from Allinol to Dynaco. I've noticed that, and I've been tampering with the Dynaco fuel, dumping them into the ocean. Anyway, so that way, everyone can think my fuel was the only reliable source for the race. Yeah, by tampering with them, very clever. But Fillmore was smart, and he knew something was up. You didn't get away with it now, did you? If you had been to trial, they would have immediately found you guilty. And you know what? When I first heard that you died, I immediately assumed that you committed suicide because you knew you'd be caught. And why did you fake your death? That sounds like a very stupid thing to do. You wouldn't be able to get any more money. You might as well should have really died, to be honest. Well, as a matter of fact, when I knew that I was in trouble, I considered suicide at first. But then I had a wonderful idea. If I just killed myself, you all would have won. That didn't sound acceptable for my legacy. I then realized what I needed. Revenge. And if I were to fake my death, no one would ever suspect me. That way I can go undercover and serve justice deviously. And I caused all the accidents in the past. And they were marvelously. Until some idiot couldn't try to kill you. They had a bad aim. Well, sorry about that, boss. In all fairness, though, James has been marvelous. He was one of my best working lemons. And he even helped me with my plot back in 2016 to tamper with the Dynaco fuel and turn it into Allinol fuel. But unfortunately it failed, and James ended up in jail. That is, until I had engine cancer and was released from jail to spend my final years at home. I owe Axelrod a favor, so I went in contact with him, and the plan went into action, and it was well. And that's right. We even made the Blinker Roadhouses race against you yesterday. Well, the other day. But they lost, because they're slow. So we didn't have a choice but to kill you. So you lost, McQueen. You think you can fool me? Well, I'm afraid not. Wait a minute. Axelrod was George's old owner? Why didn't you tell us this? Sheriff didn't want me to tell you guys. It's complicated. I'll explain later. Alright, that's fair enough. Explain later. Don't you understand? This is the end for all of you. And what will that accomplish? They'll find out it was you and you won't be able to hide. Oh, they won't know it's Axelrod. We'll cover it up very well. Yeah, and even if they do find out, I have a plane taking me to New Zealand. They won't catch me. I'm a free man. Oh, there's also one thing I forgot to tell you. We have a racer taking the wagon to the airport, and it's full of explosives. What? Yes, we tricked one of the piston companies to take it for us. In about 30 minutes, the airport will blow up in smithereens. And we heard your wife will be there as well. So we'll kill two birds in one stone. Is this how you plead yourself? By murdering innocent people? I'm afraid that's how it works, McQueen. And speaking of which, I'll have to put dynamites in your friends to prevent them from talking. I'll do that after I deal with you. Mark my words. If you kill us, or any of our friends, the remaining staff and authorities will hunt you down, and will not stop until they put a hole in all four of your tires, rip out your engine, and crush it with a car compactor. Sorry, McQueen, you're not scaring me. James, duty honor. With pleasure. What? Please, get on the ground. Put your wheels up. He's escaping. After him. Don't worry, McQueen. We got you now. You're safe. Wait a minute. Speedrick? Is that you? How in the world did you manage to save us? Oh, I was flying my drone that my son gave me. And I can see that you and the others were held hostage over here, so me and Speedrick contact the police. Wait a minute. The airport's gonna blow up. Oh crap. We gotta warn them. And so we shall. I'll use my cell phone to call the police, but in the meantime we must rush over there to help. Well, there's not a moment to lose. Let's go! Come on guys, hurry. We gotta warn everyone. Yeah, we're coming. Hello? Evacuate the airport. There's a bomb in there. What? Do it now! Oh, okay then. Come on guys, pick up the pace. We gotta save that airport. Evacuate the airport now! There's a bomb! A bomb? Where? Go! Evacuate! Stay right where you are. There's an explosion at the airport. Explosion? You, you mean like a bomb? Hello? Sally, is that you? Yes, I just evacuated the airport. There's a bomb threat. Oh, thank God you're out safely. Do you know anything about this? Yes, well, I'll explain later. Holy pistons. It's art stickers. Everyone got out. Well, thank goodness for that. This building has been here for 13 years, and in the span of a few minutes, it's gone. Until further notice, we need Radiator Springs to shut down completely. All operations must cease indefinitely. We need to just stop it. That's a good decision, McQueen. We must find out who the culprit is. Oh, I already know who it is. He tried to kill me a few hours ago, and let me tell you, I'm going to hunt down and kill that bucket of bolts.